bunch of waterheads boarding pity boats, thinking they mavericks. I learned how to swim upstream way before the flow was ever current. This a different palette. Groomed the ears like a who's the said it booty. Still heard an awful lot in human form. Said nothing at all when they try to play me. Pray on me like compliments are supposed to pay me for a feature. I need at least a house worth full of cavities to sleep sweet and sound in. How many pieces of myself are left in the hands of strangers? Astounding how a noble heart.
Molweni kuninonke, gama lami nguthando lwethu, abanye benu bandazi Coffee Mac, utata wesizwe, and welcome back to the fourth and final part of Stogie-T's lyric breakdown. It's been a long journey, guys, but side safika. Long road to freedom. You know Trevor, I say Nelson, but yeah, there's a figure, man. Long walk, but there's a figure. And honestly, I think when checking the lyrics now, I'm like, oh man, I could have just, done all of that in part 3. But hey, man, yeah, we have a fourth part, and I think it's probably gonna be short. Yeah, if I don't yap too much. But yeah, I know it's been a month, and I missed you guys. I hope you guys missed me too, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all missed me too. But anyways, let's get into it. So coming off from saying that I'm not from the fried catfish killer Mike Township South, Stogie-T then continues to say,
real South, not the fried catfish killer Mike. I mean that township, real South, where blacks go through hardship like a round trip flight. It's batshit backwards for the wrong skin type, and I am disliked, but I don't give too many fucks. When they set the bar, I look back and tell them where it was. This shit ain't for everyone. Second cousin and aunt taking the dump on our culture for a radio chart.
So he then says, I'm in a township, real South, where blacks go through hardship like a round trip flight. It's bad shit backwards for the wrong skin type, and I'm disliked, but I don't give too many. So we'll park the bus right there just for now, right? So here when Stogie says I'm in a township real South, from what we had said on part 3, he is further emphasizing that he is from a township real South in South Africa, as I had alluded to the fact that yes, Atlanta is said to be the South, but Stogie-T is from the southwestern township in South Africa, right? So he's emphasizing the fact that I am from a township in South Africa, Soweto, right? Where blacks go through hardships like a round trip flight. And we also do know that Soweto is very rich for its history, like Nelson Mandela, Vilakazi Street, apartheid, and the movement against all of those things. So, and a lot of people and black people experienced a lot of, rife situations there. So that's why he's like, where blacks go through hardships like a round trip flight. So here Stogie likens the hardships that people go through to a flight where it's like to and back. So there's never an end to this. It's like you go there, when you get there and you think you've solved that, you have to solve another problem. Like it just never ends. It's a constant loop. So to and back. So they're always facing problems, right? But here's what I like. Here's my favorite part.
Get ready. I want you to jump. Get ready.
So when he says it's bad shit backwards for the wrong skin type, of course we do know that during apartheid, there was segregation, right? Obviously, white people were viewed to be the better, right, skin type. So the preferred skin type, the correct skin type, right? Yeah. So it was a thing of blankies. Net only blankies Ziso, and then white people this side. You know how apartheid actually was, right? So now my favorite thing is the wordplay here when he says it's bad shit backwards for the wrong skin type. So what we actually notice here is that Stogie-T actually has 2 sentences in one sentence.
How? Kanjani manje? Kanjani?
Because he tells you like it's bad shit backwards, right? So when you say when you take bad shit and then you reverse it, when you read it backwards, that gives you shit bad, right? So at first it says it's bad shit backwards for the wrong skin type, right? But you can also read this by saying shit bad for the wrong skin type. Bro. Further highlighting the hardships that black people go through, like a round trip flight to and back. You can read it either way, but you still got hardships. Like, you can say bad shit, like bad things happen to them, but also things are bad for them.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
My dog. Stogie was going off on this freestyle. This line. Let me continue. And then obviously he says, and I'm disliked, but I don't give too many fucks, right? And I think that's obvious. Like, okay, people dislike me and that's whatever. I don't care about it. When they set the bar, I look back and tell them where it was. So Stogie-T's freestyle was actually the last freestyle after Questa, right? And Sway did actually mention that Stogie-T's freestyle was his favorite freestyle from all of the South African acts. But he also loved the fact that Questa incorporated a bit of vernac. He incorporated a lot of vernac into that so that people who also listen to the music who aren't from South Africa also get to learn about like the different dialects that we have here in South Africa and Africa. You can check out, I think it was OK Africa. It actually spoke on these freestyles. I think Sway was gonna come here for that Castle Light experience where Aries also killed it. But yeah, yeah, so that's why he's like, I look back and I tell him where it was, because he came after all of these acts, right? So like, I look back and I tell him where it was. And in the previous verse, he was like, I wrote above their heads like Anne Frank, the diary of a madman who should have been stabbed champ. You understand? So it's like, yeah, I see what you guys are doing. I put your certified hyenas in elephant graves. And Sway also spoke on that. He was like, yo, who's this guy coming here to say that he puts my hyenas in elephant graves? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So and then he continues to say, this ish ain't for everyone. Second cousin and aunt taking a dump on the culture for a radio chart, right? So when he says second cousin and aunt, right, I'm not necessarily sure how those things work, but I also did do some research, right? And then for this, I'll start with the inception of hip-hop. So hip-hop was born in August 1973, where hip-hop DJ Kool Herc, also known as Clive Campbell, aka DJ Kool Herc, and his sister hosted a party, school jam, in the New York West Bronx. You can also find various articles and things that speak on the history of hip-hop and how it came about and how it started to grow and what roles certain people played in it, right? But then for this, I believe it was the New York Times magazine that actually spoke on this. So I just gave you guys a brief history to say that, okay, so hip-hop was born in 1973, August, right? And Stogie-T was then born August 16, 1981, which is just 10 years after the inception of hip-hop, right? And in the beginning of the verse, he had said that he is an alumni of Kool G. He's from Kool G school, as well as Nas the Kufi wearing Jesus medallion, right? So Kool G started his rap career in the mid 1980s, which was when Stogie-T was just born, right? And then Nas debuted in 1991. Stogie wasn't that old then, but like he was still young, so he grew up on that, right? So you could probably say that he's like a first cousin, right? I don't know how these things work, but if it started in 1973, Kool G rap is definitely in that group of people who were like at the start of like this thing. You understand what I mean? Like he's those aunts that are like, he's those uncles that are in the first generation, like the siblings of hip hop, right? And then it trickles down to Abu Nas being like a younger generation from Kool G, all right? And then there comes in a Stogie-T who probably starts his career in the early 2000s, right? But he also did say that he started with poetry, like he was a poet, he was writing poetry, but also we do know that rap does go into rhythm and poetry. So he, I would say, more or less say he is a first cousin, right? And then now when he says second cousin and aunt, so now he refers to the generation that probably comes after him, where hip-hop has become so lucrative, right? Because when Stogie-T went to the Swayinthemorning freestyle, hip-hop was at its peak, like it was doing the most, niggas were getting rich off of hip-hop, right? So when he says second cousin and aunt taking a dump on the culture for a radio chart, so most people that came up, I would say after Stogie-T's generation, maybe 2010s, 15s, the 2010 group, 2010 or 2016 Double XL gang, like Lil Uzi Verts and you know, your Lil Perps, that group, like they breeded a culture of people who be like, yo, like I don't care about the history, as long as I'm making money off of this, you know. Blueface also once said it, he was like, yo, I don't care about the music, like I don't really care about the music, I'm in it just to make the money, you know. And that was a reality for a lot of rappers that came in, although there were people who cared about the craft and who were like, yo, this is our thing, we have to protect it, like this is school, whatever. But there were still some people who were like, nah, like I'm in it for the cash, you understand? So second cousin and aunt. So he also refers to the degenerate music that was coming out during that era. Like people weren't even saying shit, people were just mumbling, right? Like if the vibe is good, it's a hit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like people are just like mumble rap, or yeah, that's what they used to call it, mumble rap, right? So that's what Stogie-T is actually referring to here. I also do think that, of course, like there was always degenerate music from way back, like, but now it was a thing of, yo, like what's actually going on in hip-hop, because hip-hop was seen as something that was used to like teach people or educate people on certain things, right? Also considering the school that Stogie-T comes from, Kool G or a Nas, right? Like those people probably like speak on the realities and Jesus wearing medallion, you understand? So yeah, so I think that's why Stogie is like second cousin and aunt taking a dump on the culture for a radio chart. So it's like you disrespect this one thing that's able to give you this chart topping hit, yeah, but all because like you want to make money, you understand? And you claim to be bigger than the program, like the culture of rap. Probably also because during that era there was that thing of which no one wants to hear the lyrical miracle stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, okay, I think this is a long rant, but yeah, I wanted you guys to like really get it. And then he says,
but I ain't mad at you, might even dance to it, and half the world can watch me Thanos snap to it. Rest in peace, Pro Kid, rest in peace, Double HP, rest in peace, Relative Padella, rest in peace, Ben Sharper, Stogie-T.
Oh my God! Oh my God! We got a hyena up in here!
International style.
Oh shit! We got a hyena!
But I ain't mad at you, might even dance to it, and half the world can watch me Thanos snap to it.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Right? So here, this is what I'm saying, where he's like, but I ain't mad at you, might even dance to it. So he's not mad because he knows that the game is the game, right? If you're in the trenches and the only way you can get out is through making music, then you're gonna do that. Like, you do whatever it takes to survive. You know what I mean? And also, living in a capitalistic state, not everyone's gonna do something because they love it. Some people are in jobs that they don't like, right? Maybe someone was working a 9 to 5 that they didn't like, but then they're like, yo, this music thing can get me the life I want, so I'm gonna do it anyways. You understand? And I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Even with people who become controversial, so he gets it. Like, the vibe is good. Also, the songs do sound good. Like, the songs do sound good. They're bops. Excuse me, the production is crazy on some of those joints. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, I'm not mad at you because I know the game is the game, but also there's like the game is the game, and the song has a vibe to it. You understand? And he had also said that, like, when we called it hope, when Tony got the flooded rollie. So all of us want a flooded rollie. You understand? I might not be Tony. I might not be a life coach. I might not do the 5 things that wada that's gonna get me my success. But if this rapping thing is what's gonna get me the flooded rollie, I'm gonna do it. And it doesn't matter if I'm mumbling. I'm gonna do it anyways. You understand? So yeah, and then he says half the world can watch me Thanos snap to it. So here he refers to Marvel's villain Thanos, right? Who is known for the famous glove that had all of the gemstones, where he snapped half of the world. He creates basically a genocide. I'll say it's a genocide, where he snapped half of the world disproportionately. Like, he didn't choose, he just deleted randomly, right, to create infinite resources, like to create a more grateful society, right? But also I was like, okay, that's a bar. I don't wanna lie, because that's a double entendre, right? Thanos snap, like, he's snapping, he's dancing. Even in the video you can see when he says, and half the world can watch me Thanos snap to it. Like, he puts an end to all of this through his freestyle. Through this freestyle, he is Thanos, because he also does say that when they set the bar, I look back and then I tell him where it was, right? So half the world can watch me Thanos snap to it. You understand? So he is putting an end to all of it just like that. But then we also do know that when we watch Infinity War, he then, you know, those people then reverse time, and yeah, the Avengers do whatever it is that they do to bring it back. So Thanos' plan also wasn't the best. Like, if you had all that power, why don't you just end everything? Like, just end it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just end it, bro. You know, because yes, Stogie might snap half of the world, since we're going according to what Thanos said, snap half the world, and then we might still have like rappers who are still gonna do that mumble rap thing, right? See what I'm saying? So yeah, half the world can watch me Thanos snap to it. Maybe the world is already halved. That's why he's like, half the world can watch me Thanos snap to it. So with his snap, another snap, half the world, he will further like just disseminate everything, and then we'll start over, right? And yeah, that's it. That's the episode, man. But that is a double entendre. In case I didn't make that clear to you, that is a double entendre, because he refers to dancing, but also he refers to the character Thanos, who snaps half of the world off to create infinite amounts of resources and to end world hunger, right? So yeah, that is our lyric breakdown. That is part 4. I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. I did say it was going to be short. I think I was rambling a lot because I was trying to make it long. Yeah, man. Yeah, honestly, I do think that was it. But this has been fun. Like, and it's also crazy how, you know, when doing this lyric breakdown, it's crazy how this freestyle encompasses a lot of the things that are actually happening today. And Stogie had actually done it, I think, during COVID 2021, or like it was right after COVID 2021 or 2020. But it's crazy how a lot of things that are happening now you can still find them in this freestyle, because Burkina Faso had just recently stopped that thing of these organizations taking pictures of the poor kids in Africa and stuff like that, right? So that they can just funnel money. And this is exactly what Stogie-T was talking about here on the Lyrik, on his freestyle. Like, they're going to a prototype of a starving kid from Africa, but not show you the royal blue as the mountain web. It's complicated. Fuck vibranium, educate them. We got ghetto too, and then orange juice concentrate. My God. Yeah, and that's it, man. That's it. I do hope that you guys enjoyed all 4 parts of this Lyrik breakdown. We'll definitely be back with another one. Yeah, I'll have to go and do my homework. But also, if you guys do have any suggestions, like if you have any artist that any rapper that you'd like me to do a lyric breakdown of, or if there's an R&B artist that you feel like this song is layered, it's more than just about this, do send your recommendations. And thank you to everyone that has watched. Yo, man. And no, guys, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be more consistent. I promise you guys, I'm gonna just keep dropping the videos. If it so happens that I drop a video like tomorrow, just take it, okay, he dropped tomorrow. And then if it's next week, if it's that other week, until we find like proper footing. You understand what I'm saying? I think, yeah, also I think I missed you guys. That's why I've been like just ranting for so long. But anyways, that was the Lyrik breakdown. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Be sure to do all the right things, like, comment, subscribe. I think I'm becoming a proper YouTuber now. I never used to say that, but yeah, man. Shout out and peace and love.